Peace to the gods and the goddesses, man. About to do a quick little video. Shout out to the Cash App supporters. Y'all already know who y'all are for sending in those donations. Shout out to the Cash App supporters. Now we gonna talk about this karmic. This BS that's floating around the matrix, son. We checking everything over here on this channel, son. You know what I mean? Dealing with it soulfully on an etheric level. There go that yawn. So y'all already know. Now, for those who participated in the live stream last night when I was talking about the spirit mates and soul mates. Now, I didn't know that they was using this word karmic, which it has multiple meanings. You know what I'm saying? You know, after I started thinking about the word, I already knew what the word meant. You know what I mean? But I wanted to see what the beast, because the beast is the one who spin words. All of the words that you see that the beast have in the damn dictionary, that's a spin. The way how these people govern their lives on these definitions of the words is a spin. That's why when you come with the reality of the meanings, they are oh so puzzled and confused because they're accustomed to being spun around. So when you standing them straight and not spinning them around, it's hard for them to focus because they're accustomed to being dizzy. You know what I mean? They're accustomed to being dizzy. So, hold on for a second. This word karmic, which is what they trying to pass off as a term that describes a relationship. They try to use it as a soulful relationship, soulmate relationship. You know what I mean? I didn't see nothing where it said that it is a spirit mate. You know what I mean? I didn't see no meaning where they said it was a spirit mate. So that's out the damn window. But they trying to pass it off as if it's a word that describes people who is in a soulmate relationship or people who's looking for a soulmate. And I'm here to tell you that's full of BS. Unless, but I'm going to deal with, number one, the surface on how they trying to describe it is BS. But the hidden meaning is accurate. You know what I mean? The surface, it appears that these people are looking for soulmates. You know what I mean? But the hidden meaning, they really are looking for soulmates. But I'm going to break it up. Hinduism, Judaism. They state that's where the word derived from. You know what I mean? So just off the rip, you should automatically know that those, what is it? The East Indians, the Hindus, the Indians, whatever the title that they subscribing themselves with, they don't have a soul. You know what I mean? They don't have a soul. So what kind of soulmate or what kind of karmic quests are they on? You know what I mean? See, when you hear the humans say that they're looking for a soulmate, that is a subliminal regenerate my bloodline call. You know what I mean? They basically stating for the humans, they are looking for a carbon man or a carbon woman who's vibrating on that low enough frequency that I can mate with, and continue my bloodline. That's what that soulmate terms means from when you hearing it from the humans. You know what I mean? When you hearing it from the humans, it means that it's like a genetic call. A genetic reintroduce or expand my genes call. I'm dying. My bloodline is about to be faded out of existence. I need a soulmate. I need a soul that ain't vibing on a soul frequency so I can mix my genes with them so they could extend my bloodline for some more generations. You know what I mean? They also describe this karmic relationship as a relationship that's, based in love, or people need to be healing. All these faults, all these emotional descriptions. If you look at it from that angle, because there's many different angles, you can look at it, because they always trying to spin. They're the ones who doing the spinning. That's why so many different freaking meanings to one word. That's showing you the words being spun. You know what I mean? But when they talking about the karmic relationship is about love, and somebody needs to be healed, and they looking for love and all this, and just looking for a relationship, that's karma. You know what I mean? Now, most people, when you say a word like karma, and the word karmic came from the word karma. And that's not what I looked up. That's what I got from thinking about it. You know what I mean? So when you are in a karmic relationship, that's karma. And karma, when you say that word, people normally associate that with bad. But nah. To be in a karma relationship or karmic relationship is a relationship that's based on polarities. Because that's what karma is. Karma is to be caught in polarities. It's not so much, well, if you do something to somebody, then it's going to happen to you. They say karma's a beat. Karma's a beat. Karma's a beat. You know what I mean? What goes around comes around. What only comes around is karma or karmic, or relationships that's based in polarities. The circle. You know what I mean? The circle. The negative and positive is the circle. The relationships, karmic relationships, are polarity-based relationships, meaning that they're not going anywhere. They are false relationships because they are relationships that's based on manipulated energy. Energy that they not even manipulating. It's based on energy that other people are, the higher minds are conjuring up and having these people caught up in these false relationships, making them assume that they in love, or they are happy, or joy, or hate, sorrow, sad, like, dislike, polarities, man. You know what I mean? A real soul mate relationship is not based on polarities. The foundation of the relationship is not positives and negatives. The foundation of a soul mate relationship is being overseers. It's on a whole nother wavelength. People minds who are locked in a polarity will never get this. But those who can think outside the negative and positive, the box. Those minds who can think outside the negative and positive, aka the box, they will understand. You know what I mean? They will understand. These humans ain't souls. So what kind of soulmate are they really looking for? Karmic, karma relationships is an illusionary or delusional connection. That's and matter of fact, I even saw when I was looking at this word, it said it's karmic relationships is relationships that don't last. So they letting you know right there. You know what I mean? And relationships, they want to program people to only see relationships as dealing with somebody. In other words, if you're a man, you're dealing with a damn girl, a damn woman. If you're a woman, you're dealing with a man. That's how they want you to see relationships. No. This whole damn dimension is relationships. Everything is a damn relationship in this realm. You know what I mean? You driving a car. It's a relationship that you're in when you are manipulating the vehicle. When you're listening to your music, using your computer, using your phone, that's a relationship. When you got that paintbrush in your hand, that is a relationship your hand has with that paintbrush. You know what I mean? Relationships isn't just based on a man and a woman. Relationships is action, reaction. Interacting with energy and getting a response. Because relations, and this is something that I spoke about before, what relationships is. Relationships is a compound word. Relay. You are relaying energy to the ships. What is the ships? Vessels. Vessels doesn't necessarily only mean physical living bodies like human bodies or God bodies. Vessels are matter. Anything that is matter is a freaking vessel. And when you communicate with matter, that is a relationship. Action, reaction. You know what I mean? So it's bigger than just being in a love relationship. But that's how they, they give you a word, as I stated before, and then they program you to see it one way. So when you hear the word, somebody say the word, your mind immediately plays back the simulated definition, which is far from reality, son. You know what I mean? Far from reality. Straight up. Relationships is deeper than a man, or should I say higher than a man and a woman. Your whole life is based in relationships. So now you need to ask yourself, are you in a karmic relationship? A majority of the people on the planet are in a karmic relationships. Relationships that's not meant to last. It's an illusion, they telling you, in other words. What you think is a relationship is an illusion. You're interacting with matter which was created. The illusion is that you assume that you're in a relationship because they programmed you to see a relationship as having a bond with someone. When to be in a relationship is to be transferring energy and receiving energy after a transference. In other words, you're getting feedback. You communicate feedback. You know what I mean? Relationships is deeper than a man and a woman. But then again, the Matrix is always playing games. You know what I mean? Always playing games so that when somebody like me come around, and start speaking on topics. Because that's all I do. I don't teach. I speak on topics. People get emotional. They get upset. Why? Because that is a karmic relationship that they're in. You know what I mean? To constantly give off that type of energy, negative energy or emotional energy, egotistical energy. Emotional people are egotistical. That goes hand in hand. To constantly give off that energy, that's a relationship. That's a relationship that these people have. You know what I mean? But the way how they trying to spin karmic, because they don't want, the beast is the one who's doing the spinning, and I'm doing the unspinning. You know what I mean? I'm doing the unspinning. It's like the beast is twisting you. I'm untwisting you and showing you all the scars that you got from being twisted. Telling you, look, you got patterns on you right now because you've been twisted. But they can't see the patterns. They're like, nah, that's not my patterns, man. That's my birthmarks, That's my astrological charts, That's all karmic. That's all fake. That ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? And talking about this is something that I was gonna mention, when we was doing the live stream, talking about what the moon is in Libra. So it's only right that we're talking about relationships, or we're dealing with relationships. So when the moon is not in Libra, we're not dealing with relationships. That's null and void, because your whole life is based in relationships. So Libra ain't got nothing to do with relationships. That's an illusion, like Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? We're not dealing with these energies on a wave band that we're submissive to these energies. You know what I mean? We know who we are. We know we the souls, and we command the damn energy. We got to get back into that position where we would be doing the commanding to the energy and stop being commanded by the energy. The human species are the ones who are commanded by the energy. We, the gods, tell the energy to tell humans what to do. We use the energy as a medium to get the humans to do whatever it is that's needed to be done. The energy would be like a buffer, a translator. Because we don't want to deal with the humans directly, so we let the energy deal with them. You know what I mean? The gods don't want to deal with the humans directly, so we tell the energy to go deal with them. As I stated before, the original slave is electricity, is energy, not slave, how the beast showed you a slave. Slave meaning serving the gods. Not being a servant is how the beast show you in these slave movies. That's not being a servant to the gods. That's egotistical. But the original slave is energy or electricity. And it is here to serve the gods. Whatever the gods tell the energy to do, they comply. They comply. You know what I mean? So it don't matter whatever the damn moon is in, because when these people be talking about the moon is in this, the moon is in, that's all fake, man. You know what I mean? That's all fake. The reality is, it don't matter what energies the moon is in, you will always be talking about relationships. You mean to tell me when the moon is not in Libra, nobody's talking about relationships? All day, every day, somebody's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, on TV, having these housewives, basketball wives, loving hip hop, all these TV shows, they all talking about relationships. You know what I mean? When people is running commercials advertising McDonald's, Burger King, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, milkshakes, they are trying to get you to have a relationship with them. They want you to have a relationship with McDonald's, meaning that you are a customer. A customer to a corporation is a relationship. That's a relationship. So you mean to tell me nobody's talking about relationships when the moon is not in Libra? Relationships happens every nanosecond, every damn day, 24 hours a day, 365 the days a year. Relationships is being spoken of. The hell with the moon, the hell with Libra, the hell with the zodiacs. We are the damn gods. And even though I use titles, I done mentioned this plenty of times, we supersede all titles. You know what I mean? We ain't the gods that are slaves to zodiacs. We are the gods who create zodiacs. You know what I mean? We are the beings of beyond. We beyond all this BS. We beyond all that. It don't matter what these people say. You know, as I stated before, the emotional ones will always try to to emotionally trigger you, to pull you back down in that space, because that's the crab in the bucket mentality, son. The crab in the bucket mentality is expressed when you have what it takes to ascend. They don't have what it takes to ascend, so they seek alternative ways to get you to remain on their locked ceiling frequency, son. Ain't gonna happen, man. Ain't nothing stopping the guard race from ascending. We already ascended. You know what I mean? You can't stop the real gods from ascending. You could stop the fake ones, because the fake ones was never in a position that represented them being ascended. They was never in a high position. You know what I mean? Only the real ones will ascend. The message is only meant for the real gods, for real people, period, which are carbonated beings, the ones who are souls inside of the carbon body, not the spirits in the melanated body. Those are the demons. Those are the cloaks, the clones, the copies. You know what I mean? So relationships happens 24/7 on many different levels. You're a customer, you're a relationship. You have a relationship with whatever it is. You smoke cigarettes, drink beer, that is a relationship. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you do, that's a relationship. You know what I mean? And those relationships are not meant to last. Why? Because they are based in positives and negatives, which is artificial energy. They have to keep you involved in the relationship to extend the life of that positive and negative polarity. If you do not constantly embrace that relationship or whatever relationship, the positive and negative energy reverts back and dies. They have to keep the rituals going in this dimension. Your rituals are relationships. You playing the lottery is a damn relationship. You know what I mean? You playing the lottery. Yo, it's actually blinking on the camera, but when I'm looking at it, it's not blinking. Hopefully, man, I know y'all gonna see this. I'm holding the camera up looking at the lottery, and it's blinking on the camera. But when I'm looking at it, it's not blinking. So you know what they're doing right there? They're using pulsation, you know what I'm saying? Positives and negatives, certain hertz and frequencies, to get you hypnotized to play the lottery. Real-time mind control. Look at it blinking in a series. Algorithms. You really think you playing the lottery because you want to play? Or are you playing because they got you as a customer in a relationship? 24 hours a day, 365. When the moon is not in Libra. You know what I mean? Them zodiac charts, it's all fake, man. It only deals with the lower you. Those zodiac charts deal with the ego because they only deal with negative and positive. And that's the polarities of the ego. Only deal with moons. What about the soul? That's spirit charts. That's for spirits. That ain't for the souls. You know what I mean? If you feel magnetically drawn to that, then you're a spirit. You're a spirit. You caught up in the relationship. Saying you a soul doesn't mean you a soul. You have to show that you're a soul. You know, it's like you trying to say you're a real man, and you want people to accept that you're a real man, but you out here selling drugs. You know what I mean? Poisoning your brothers and sisters, gang banging, drinking massive amount of Hennessy, smoking blunts and cigarettes. Real men don't do that. Saying you're a real man don't mean you're a real man. Saying you a soul don't mean you a soul. You have to live it. You know what I mean? But yo, man, it's my quick little video right there, man. I ain't trying to be up on this joint long, because I can't even down the resolution on this camera, man. Like, the standard resolution is 1080p, son. But for me to do these videos, it's gonna be like me doing an hour video, man, probably be like 3 gigabytes. You know what I mean? Might be even more in 1080p. And that's gonna be a hell of a big file to upload just for audio to YouTube. But yeah, man, so that whole karmic, it don't mean spirit mate. What I was talking about was completely different. I was identifying spirits that want to mate. And mate doesn't necessarily mean sexual intercourse. That is another thing. They want you to think mating has to do with sexual intercourse. Mating means exchanging energy. And there's many different ways energy can be exchanged. So when these spirit mates come up to you, they are basically parasites in disguise. And when they having conversations with you, as I stated before, like when they talking about they trying to get to know you, they not trying to get to know you. They are scanning for weaknesses. Switch trying to get to know you as trying to learn your weaknesses. And once they find something that is weak about you, they will constantly exploit it. For instance, if they constantly calling you on the phone, you don't want to deal with them, but yet you always pick up the phone every now and then, they know that's a weakness. They know you might not answer today, or you might not answer tomorrow, you might not answer next week, but they know if they keep calling, they're going to answer. Why? Because that's something that you do because you're weak, and they're going to exploit that. So they know once you always answer the phone, they know they could constantly extract energy from you. Constantly extract energy from you. And these people want to be communicated by spirit mates. You know what I mean? I done have conversations with certain people that be telling me, yo, I'm not trying to deal with such and such no more, and you know, this person keeps calling me. Why don't you change your number? Problem solved. I don't want to change my number. Well, you want that person to keep calling you. That's it. The only people that should be calling you anyway are those who is going to assist you in raising your vibration. Because people be talking about, well, I don't want to change my number because I don't want to lose my contacts. Is your contacts even worthy to be contacting you? Are they really worthy to even be contacting you? Go down the list of the contacts and see who in there is really worthy of actually communicating with. Guarantee you probably 99% of the people in your phone have useless, parasitic conversations, man. You know what I mean? Straight up, change the number, bro. I don't give my numbers. I don't give my phone number to parasites. You know what I mean? Straight up. If a parasite had my number, I'll change my number. Because I'm not worried about so-called losing contacts. I'm focusing on raising my vibration. You know what I mean? That's what I'm focusing on. Raising the vibe. I ain't worrying about, damn, I'm gonna lose contact with this person, be able to talk to this person. Man, F all that, man. You know what I mean? You got to realize that when you're around certain people, that doesn't mean that you're actually around these people, man. You got people out here that fear being alone. as if when they're around a group of people, they're not alone. To be alone is to be a lost soul. It's not to be one population in a room by yourself. You know what I mean? To be alone is to be a lost soul. You can't communicate with anything. But yo, man, it's my quick little video right there. You already know what it is, man. Raise the vibe. Raise the vibe. Ain't no damn East Indian, no Indians, no Hindus, no humans on a soulmate or looking for a soulmate, unless it's like the scene in the movie Get Out when they were standing in front of the house of the Lord. You know what I mean? The artificial house of the Lord, when the dude was wearing a black sweater and they was making a video. I think he saw the video and it was like, maybe one day you could be a part of the family. You know what I mean? That's the soulmate subliminal message for the humans. Maybe one day you will find that soulmate, meaning the human women and the human man might find a carbon woman or a carbon man or a carbon woman to procreate with. Maybe you would. That's the soulmate quest. The soulmate quest is when the humans trying to find a carbon man or a carbon woman to extend their genes because they dying. You know what I mean? For the humans. For us, it's completely different. For us, it's to ascend. For them, it's to extend their bloodline. Live longer, or should I say prolong death longer. But yo, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I already know what it is, man.